you just wash it off and it's gone. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today, upon request from my lovely coworkers, I am going to do a tutorial on contouring. So we are going to use a couple of different things. I have powder contouring, I also have a contouring stick, and I'm going to go ahead and show you both. This way here you can see how both of them blend out. I don't have any makeup on my face, so I'm going to go ahead and get these glasses off so that you guys don't have a glare, and go ahead and prep my face, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I have my face on, got concealer and my main foundation. However, I said I was going to go ahead and show you a contouring stick, and well, I don't have it. I can't find it. I don't know what the heck I did with it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you the two things that I actually use to contour with. One I use sometimes, one I use all the time. It really depends on how dark I want that contour to be. Also, I don't go expensive on my brushes. So the brush that I use is this one. It's an angled brush. It's by e.l.f. And it says it's a blush brush. I use it for my contouring. I use it for blushing, for my blush. I also have, hold on. I also have my Moda brush that I use, which this one, I believe, this just says complexion, but I use this for blush as well. And then if I don't want to go too dark on my highlight, or not my highlight, my contour, then what I will actually use is a fan brush. And this is also by e.l.f. So I don't go expensive on my brushes. I don't see the need to. I think these ones work perfectly fine in my opinion. So the products that I'm going to be using today is one, very cheap. It is the Wet n Wild contouring palette. They have this in two separate colors. This one is obviously light because I have a light complexion. So you have a highlighter and then you have the contour. And then the other thing, of course, if you've watched my channel, I always use the Natural Face Palette by Too Faced. In this, you get your, whoops, let me try this again. You get your 4 shades, you get your 2 contouring shades or your bronzers, you get 2 blushes, and then 2 highlights. So I love this one. I believe I may have taken my contour stick up to my dance. But give me a second to go ahead and get prepped, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm also going to show you 2 different ways to go ahead and contour as well. Depending on your bone structure, one could be better than the other, and so I'm going to go over that right now for you. A lot of YouTube videos, they show you mainly that you go from like your ear down right into where that line is. See? Kind of makes that perfect little line. This way here, your cheekbone is actually above where you want to contour. So basically it's going to look like this part is kind of pushed in to kind of give you that much like flattened face look. Instead of like me, I have kind of a round face thanks to me being a little bit overweight. The other way that I'm going to show you, which I just found out and I personally love, I used to always go ahead and go by this and go straight down. So I'm going to do one half like that, and then I'm going to do the other half. We're going to come up here. We're going to come here, and we're going to contour down. We're going to put a highlight right there where I'm actually kind of glowy already. And then the blush is going to go actually right on top of your contour. But because you've got such a dark contour and you don't go all the way over onto your actual cheek, you're pretty much going to go here, back. This is going to be like for your blush to blend back. And then your highlight goes right here and up. Right kind of where the natural light hits your cheek. And then for this side, we're going to go ahead and do our contour here. We'll go ahead and put our blush right above it. And then, of course, the highlight's going to go right in the same exact spot. The only reason why I like going higher is because from where I have not a very long face. My face is very round or oval. This makes it look like I have a higher cheekbone and it gives me more of a dimension, whereas when I come here, it kind of cuts my face off very, very short. But we'll see. I'm going to go in through it all with you. The other thing that I've seen people do as well when it comes to contouring is you kind of do like a number 3 or an E on your face. So you're going to do a 3 on this side here, and then you're going to bounce down here. So you're going to contour. You don't want to kind of come up too high though. You're going to contour your yeah, I can't think because it's too flippin' late for this crap. You're gonna go ahead and contour your what is this? Oh my god, your jawbone. Ah, there goes the light. So you're going to contour up here just to kind of shade it, to kind of make your face look a little bit more narrow. That's the whole key to everything, is the more shading you do, it's supposed to make it look narrow, more chiseled, and more like flush. And then wherever you're going to highlight, it kind of makes it look like that's going to be popping out forward. So again, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead and use is I'm going to do the Wet n Wild palette. And for this one, we are going to do on this side. So again, I'm going to come in here. So we're going to go ahead and get some. You do get a lot of fallout from this product. Like, you do not have to press hard. The harder you press, the more you're going to get on your brush. Like, I have a lot there. So tap that off. And then you're going to go ahead and splash that in there, bringing it right up to here. So you can really see that dark. And you're just going to blend that in. And then you're going to bring that up. Get a little bit more on your brush. Kind of tap that in there. Bring it down. And then for this, going to shade that jawbone, Jesus. I also shade this little sucker that I got going on here, mainly because when I was watching a video with somebody that was also had more of a face, she said that if you shade that and then you highlight your chin or any parts of your chin, it's going to bring your chin forward and it's going to kind of set this back so that you don't really get to see it. So I love that idea. I think it works great. I like it. So once you think that you have enough darkness on here, and you think everything is shaded to your liking, really, it's just however comfortable you are with your shading. And this you can kind of bring, I don't normally ever do too much up here, only because, well, I don't. I always wear my hair up and it just kind of makes me feel like, But anyway, so you can kind of tell, at least I think, and it could just be because my eyes are so tired that they're just going wonky. But for me, it does look like this is a lot. It's shaded. It's nice. It's not too overbearing. This is down here, so it's kind of making my cheek look a little bit flatter. And then, of course, you've got your contouring underneath to shape all that up. Okay. So, moving on to this side as well, I'm going to go ahead and go in with, whoops, sorry about that. I'm going to go in with my fan brush here. I'm just going to pick up some of this highlight. I don't normally use this highlight, only because, well, I don't really, it's a very subtle highlight. I like more of a blow in your face kind of a highlight. So, I'm just going to pick up some of my Too Faced stuff, and I'm going to plot that on here. And like that. Can't really see it. I think it's just my lighting's kind of weird. And then I'm just going to go in with a nice blush, which I'm going to just use the Too Faced palette. And we're going to go right above that contour. Warm it all up. Feels like my face is going really, really red, and I don't know why. Except for that, it could just be irritated. And if at any time you feel like you've gone a little bit too messy, all you do is just take your sponge, go back in. Don't make too straight of a line because then it looks kind of stupid. But then you can always go back with your brush and kind of just blend it out. So there's that one. Looks okay. Let me actually get a different brush to go and put on my highlighter because I like highlight. There we go. There we go. That's my highlighter right there. You always want to also put some highlight on the tip of your nose. That just brings it forward. You can also go up your nose. I've seen people do. Kind of come up here, above your brow. Some people do. Really depends on what you like. But then always get your Cupid's bow here. It's such a pretty name too. Never knew that was what it was called until recently. Well, I just always got it like my lips. Oh, and this tool that I'm using. So this is Eco Tools, and this is just their foundation brush. I've had it for forever, but it's very soft, and I think this is kind of perfect for this. Okay, so that's contouring from obviously here up. Your blush right there, highlight. And then you also want to contour down here. And then bring your contour up a little bit up here over to your middle. So you're doing that whole 3 motion. Okay? All right. Next. The way that I currently do it now. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Too Faced palette. I'm going to go in with this Sunny Honey. Whoops. Sunny Honey color here. I don't ever normally use this dark one, which is, my palette's all messed up. So Tropic Like It's Hot. This one's just a little bit too dark for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and blend those just to kind of give myself a little bit more dimension just for the video. So tap your brush in, tap off any excess. So this one, again, we're gonna come here. We're gonna come up higher than what all of your like beauty people do. Just gonna tap this in here. Okay. Come up underneath of your jawbone, so that way there it's all nice and hidden. And then bring just a little bit of this up in here. I hate doing this side of my face because it's always opposite. So okay. So again, as you can see, I'm hoping that you can see, it's kind of stopped right where our other one started and kind of came down. This one is kind of from here up instead of going down. So this one was here down, and this one is kind of coming here and up. See if I can change the lighting because it's really, really bright. Or maybe just tune it down some. Oh, ooh, that's better. Okay, now I'm not like all whitewashed. Okay, so let's try this again. So now I can really see the contour. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so this one we did from here down. My blush is here. You can see my highlight. And then, of course, we have some kind of coming up here. This is just a little bit like too dark. Let me get a bigger blending brush. Here we go. I've got all of these little baby hairs that love to wisp in my face when I do this. It's absolutely annoying. Sorry, y'all. I had to pause and like get a headband because I couldn't take it anymore. Okay, so back on. So now that we've gone ahead and we've taken our contouring, we've put it here, just to here. So this part of your cheek is really bare. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my blush. And we're just going to subtly put that right here, and we're just going to move it back ever so slightly. And you can even take your bigger brush and just kind of blend it in. Honestly, there's no like, I don't think there's any like wrong rights to makeup, except for now I've kind of made my face look splotchy, but it'll go down. My face gets very irritated. Like, I can touch any part of my skin, and honestly, it'll look like I've got like a whole bunch of red marks. I've always been that way. Like, this side of my face is evened out a little bit. So, and then if at any point you don't like something, just come back in with your nice little beauty blender, pop it out some, and go back in. It does look like I've got like this circle here. Anybody else see that circle? Or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't see it when I'm looking at myself in this little mirror. I don't know. Anyway, and then same thing, we're going to come in with our highlighter. And we're going to go right on top. Go up and around. You guys see that? Yeah, there it is. So it's just very nice and subtle. And then, of course, like with anything, you just want to blend it all together. So it's not like you don't see any lines. It looks like that highlighter is actually part of your face. It's supposed to be naturally highlighted or whatever. I am definitely not a beauty expert in whatever way. I do love playing with this stuff. Yeah, I'm starting to get irritated. I'm going to just stop. But that is how you contour. At least that's how I contour. Everybody thinks that I do a great job. Thank you so much for saying that I do a good job. If you have any kind of questions whatsoever, if you have any techniques that you think are better than the way that I do it, please comment below. I'd love to go ahead and read them. I will respond if I go ahead and get notifications. YouTube has been kind of getting really weird, even though I'm kind of brand new to the whole YouTube scene and making videos and everything. I haven't been getting all of my notifications like I'm supposed to, so I'm kind of not quite happy about that. So if it does take me a little bit of time to respond, please don't take it personally. It's just that I am trying to go ahead and get caught up with responding to whomever. But thank you so much for watching. To my Cumberland girls, big shout out to you all. Love you girls. And again, any other questions that you have, if you want me to do a certain video whatsoever, like this one on how to contour, different ways of contouring, so that we can see what we're doing. I still like this way better. This one doesn't look bad. I think this one looks great. But whatever one you think. If you like this side, if you have more of a elongated face, I think this would work perfectly. This was the first, however, I learned how to contour was like this. So this is not new to me. This one's new to me, and I've been doing it this way ever since. And I do really like it. I think it I don't know. They kind of both look great, actually. Looking at them right now, I think they do. So really, it's up to you. Try both. Honestly, try both. You can't go wrong. If at the end of the day you don't like it, guess what? You just wash it off and it's gone. But anyway, thank you again so much for tuning in and watching my crazy self. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great night. And please, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button down below. And then, of course, make sure that the quotations are around that bell. And I will see you all soon.